when the night falls, when the shadows grow deep and black, the silent pall of evil settles upon Mount Grotto, Kentucky. Who dares to search? Who dares to see what evil lurks in the night? If you dare, welcome to the nightmare of comic book collecting with the Grotto Orloff Show, and it's episode 560 here on July 16th, 2022. It's a Saturday morning, and of course they don't have cartoons on television anymore on Saturday morning, so we can organize comic books. And that's what we're going to be doing this morning. Lots of great things happening. Be talking to you about them, and we'll be organizing some comic books and trying to get that third floor cleared and all organized of all the ridiculous comic book nonsense. So, you know, I lost a chili dog yesterday, man. I bought 2 chili dogs at the dairy, what's it called? The Dairy Suite. It's been there since the 1950s. And I bought 2 chili dogs for myself and 2 chili dogs for my wife. And the dog snuck in, man, and grabbed one of the chili dogs right out of my hands, man. So I only got 1 chili dog. You know, it's one of those things, man. And, you know, shit, you know, what can I say? Who would have think a dog would eat a fucking dog, man? A dog. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, the great immortal John Cookfucker, cocksucker, Little Diddy. The camera fell. God damn it. There we go. Fuck you, ladies and gentlemen. Suck it on a chili dog, 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 chili dog dog, suck it on a dog, suck it on a chili dog, ladies and gentlemen. Oh yeah, shit. Suck it on a chili dog. Oh yeah, I say suck on a dog. Suck it on a dog, suck it on a chili dog. Let me tell you now. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, comic books. And the loss of a chili dog. Very sad. Suck it on a chili dog. 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 Suck it a dog. Suck it on a chili dog. Suck it up that chili dog. Suck it on that chili dog. Suck it on him now. Life goes on long after the thrill of sucking a dog is gone. Oh yeah, they say that sucking dogs is really a thrill, man, for the Illuminati. Yeah, man, now. Suck it on a dog! Suck it on a dog! Let the Bible Belt come and suck my dog! Hold on to 16 as long as you can. And suck on a dog, suck on a chili dog. Let me tell you now, fuck you. But we don't have time for this nonsense. We must not tarry. Organizing comic books is serious business, motherfuckers. And so we need to move on. Yes. Shit. Yes, life goes on long after the thrill of sucking a dog is gone. Yes, and so, and life goes on long after the thrill of shopping at Fantasia Records and Tapes is gone. I was just dreaming this morning about Fantasia Records and Tapes, a long ago defunct record store in Arlington, Texas. I used to go there all the time. They always had the best records, man. Fantasia was on Cooper Street, right across from Mama's Pizza. If you grew up in Arlington, Texas, and you didn't shop at Fantasia, well, then you're probably a motherfucking asshole. But, you know, that's where I bought my the soundtrack to Star Wars in May of 1977. I bought it several weeks before the movie came out. Was amazed by the music, dreamed about what this movie must be like. Remember, it had a poster that, you know, unfolded and put up on my wall with... Yeah, that was quite an experience, ladies and gentlemen. Fantasia Records and Tapes. So I dreamed I went into it today and it had turned into a thrift store or something. In reality, it's not even there anymore. It's been torn down. But, yes, I had that nostalgic dream just last night, this morning, motherfuckers, ladies and gentlemen. Okay. I haven't had breakfast yet. What have you eaten today? Did you have a good bowel movement? Did you urinate? Yes, that's good to hear, folks. God. Well, what the fuck is that? Oh. It's a bottle of water, ladies and gentlemen. One of our sponsors, Casey's Healthy Water, man. Who would have thought that someday they're going to make you buy water? It's astounding, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, comic books. Here's one of my favorite artists doing Gru the Wanderer. And it's number 3. I guess it must be oh, it's a mini series. 3 of 4. It's called Gru, Mightier Than the Sword. Man, I gotta get that shit organized. Here's some Dark Horse Conan comics after Marvel no longer had the license. Yeah, I was talking to Steve, Night Tiger Comics, last night. He's going to go live tonight and do a show. Did I just tell you this? I don't remember. But if not, tune into Night Tiger's channel tonight. You'll be seeing lots of great Golden Age comics. He was opening up all these packages while I was on the phone with him last night. He'd send me pictures of what he got. I said, why don't you do this on the live stream? He says, no, I gotta do it now. So there's going to be some cool stuff if you tune in tonight. And all that stuff. Okay, I must have been showing you some Conan comics when we last met yesterday. So. Oh shit, I'm hungry. Is it 11? It's almost 10. At 11, they start serving cheeseburgers at the local Superman market. Damn, man. What is this shit? Here's Conan 44. 45. These Dark Horse Conans weren't bad. I think I was talking about that with Jambo Comics the other day. 49. Oh, I'm going too fast again. My wife cautioned me. I was talking about this in the last episode, but I'm going too fast with these showing the comics, man. Oh, look at that. Ah, fuck you. Is that Der Fuhrer's face playing in the other room? Listening to vintage roller rink music. Let me get out one of these fucking short boxes because we're about to have a disaster. Still unboxing and unwrapping things from the move. It's yeah, that is Der Fuhrer's face. How about that? The great Spike Jones. playing Spike Jones for my wife about a week ago because she hadn't heard of Spike Jones, and I don't think she was that impressed. So anyway, this is how about that? Hold on, get in the camera. Okay, he looks like that. How about that? So apparently I had him driving around in this car. Oh God, I'm hungry. Well, there was a demolition derby last night. We didn't make it. My wife wasn't feeling well. I heard it from the front steps of the house. So it wasn't. Apparently the fairgrounds are pretty close. Tonight there's a blues band playing, and it's someone like John McConnell and his Waymore Blues Band. And I know that Waylon Jennings has a song called Waymore Blues. So I imagine it's blues in the style of Waylon Jennings, not traditional, blues. Anyway, so Conan 28 has Robert E. Howard. It's a Robert E. Howard centennial. How about that? When I was living in Texas, I never went to Robert E. Howard's hometown. That was another mistake on my part. Shit. Oh. I was getting this box. Oh! Okay. Yeah, you ever have dreams where you go to a place that never existed, and you learn your way around it, and then you have dreams several years later, you go back to that place. The place that's completely concocted in your mind, and you remember where everything is, and it's like, and then there's a place in my head, like yesterday night, day before yesterday, I should say, I dreamed I went to a place, and for the last 20 years, I've been going to this place in dreams. Sometimes several years intervene between the dreams, and it's a place that it's kind of based on reality, but I'll explain. As if you really care. It's like, I'm sure someone will type, "Stick to talking about comics, for fuck's sake! What are you doing? I'm gonna have to go to the pub and drink myself to death because you're talking about other things other than comics, I dare you! Talking about politics, talking about dreams, talk about the fucking comics!" Yeah, that's someone said that to me during one of the Four Color Fossil show when I started talking about BlackRock and how they're taking over the world. It's okay. Who cares what's happening in the world's? The United States is in a Marxist revolution, and the world's being destroyed by Klaus Schwab. Even though he's a friend of the Gretsch Warlock channel, he's appeared several times, Klaus Schwab. But anyway, some people don't like my politics. Some people don't like my presentation on this show. They want me to be more like Comic Book Tom. This is the new speculate this new comic. Well, they'll be like that, and maybe you motherfuckers will enjoy this show. Fuck you. Yes. Well, anyway. And I just got a call from Donald Trump. He had to cancel the rally tonight. I was just about to get on the fucking private jet in the backyard to go. I was going to be one of the guest speakers tonight in Arizona, and he had to cancel. His wife died. He says, what can I do? I've got 3 kids with her. They're upset. I got to go to the funeral. It'll look bad if I don't go to the funeral, he said. So he's rescheduled till Friday. So Friday night, he's going to go on at 7. That means that I'll speak probably about 5 o'clock Central Time. And most people will still be driving home from work. No one's going to see me speak. So most people won't even know that I spoke, He was supposed to give me about 10 minutes speaking right between Mike Lindell and one of his sons. Anyway. Yes, that's quite a tragedy. Que lastima. Anyway, what was I talking about? Oh, yeah, that place that I dreamed about. Well, there used to be a video store in Grand Prairie, Texas. VHS video store, and they opened up a back room, where they had dirty movies and stuff. And then they expanded even more as they were successful. They opened up, I guess they got the back room of the business next to them. So you'd go in, you'd go through a door, there'd be a room of tapes, and then you'd go through another door, there'd be another room. Anyway, that was reality. But in this dream world, there's there's a back door to that second back room, and I go through that, and it's a dark room. This is something concocted in my dream. There's Drew the dog visiting. In that dream, there's this dark room filled with, there's some comics and books. It's like a used bookstore back there. It's not the greatest, It's a little seedy. And I remember looking through the comics and books and pulling some out. And then, of course, I'd wake up right before I bought them, because these are books that never existed in the real world. They were all totally concocted by my mind. I've shopped for comics and found all these great comics that never existed in the real world. And I was just about to buy them, and I realized, oh, shit, this is a dream. These books don't exist. Has that ever happened to you? I've sat and watched whole movies in a dream, movies that didn't exist. I sat down in the theater and watched a movie. It's amazing what the brain can do. It creates a movie in real time in your head. And you watch a whole 2-hour movie, then you wake up, you realize you've only been asleep for like 15 minutes. It's like, how did I watch that whole 2-hour movie in the 15 minutes? And my brain created the whole movie with music and everything. I was talking to a friend yesterday. I said, I hear some people say some people say they dream in black and white. I said, I wonder if anyone dreamed in black and white before, like, the 1890s or before black, when photography came in the 1840s or 1850s. Then people saw for the first time, black and white photographs, and then black and white movies, as the turn of the century. So I wonder if people ever dreamed in black and white before that. And he said that he had read that they didn't. That's why people, especially if you're a kid in the 50s and you watch black and white TV all the time, constantly, and then maybe you would have dreams in black and white because you're used to. But anyway, back to this dream world. So I go to this bookstore, right? And then there's a door that opens up to another area of books and records, and it's kind of like, and then there's another door, and I remember exactly how to get around, and then there's a next. It's got a lot of DVDs and some really kind of rare comics in that room. Very, still kind of dark. And then there's another room that you go into, and then there's a long way of walking, almost like you're walking down a long corridor in a mall. And then there's a bowling alley there. I remember, and I walked past the bowling alley. Most people don't. And then you walk further down, and then there's a door, and you open it up, and then there's a stairwell that keeps going down and down and down. You just keep going around and around. And then down there's like bomb shelters and stuff, and very government looking kind of stuff. And I remember exactly how to get around all of that complex that doesn't exist. There's a Dave Stevens cover on this Glenn Danzig comic. I guess I should cover that up, because that will offend somebody. Anyway, it's cool. Dave Stevens was a genius, one of those great artists that comes along. Right, Drew? Drew's a big fan of Dave Stevens. Here's Dark Horse Presents. I'm putting some of these independent comics into this box until I can get, because they're stacking up and they're about to spill over. I show you the Savage Avengers. I've been picking these up out of dollar bins and thinking that they look like they might be fun to have a Conan and the Hulk and the Wolverine all fighting together. They probably are terrible. You tell me down below if they're good or not. I don't know. Here's Sergeant Rock featuring Enemy Ace. It's a more recent comic. Okay, what is this? The Rampaging Hulk, #1 of an all-new series. What are you doing now, Drew? Oh shit, that doesn't sound good. What are you chewing on, dude? What you chewing on? Oh, my water bottle. Drew, you want to chew on this water bottle and he guzzle it down, you. Drew likes to decapitate water bottles like they're snakes. She feels it's her mission in life. She's gonna chew on it until this pops off. Okay, Drew, here, chew on that. Merry Christmas. It's like Christmas in July, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, the Marvel goes here. Here's another Conan from Dark Horse. Anyway, so I've dreamed I've gone into that complex and picked out comics and videotapes over the years, and I hadn't dreamed of that place in years, and I went there the night before last in my dreams. You already saw this yesterday. How about that? Isn't that incredible, ladies and gentlemen? Oh yeah, I showed you all these Mr. Monster comics yesterday. That's the sound of her destroying the water bottle. Yeah, if you watch the last episode all the way to the end, I show you a bunch of Mr. Monsters and some Radioactive Man comics. And, yeah. So how are you guys doing this morning? Yes, indeed. What now? What are you up to, you mangy cur? Yeah, she stole my chili dog yesterday, man. But she didn't get my mini tacos. See, Drew has free reign of the second and third floor here in the Gratuor International Building of Trade, but she's not supposed to go up in the floor 4, which is the attic, the penthouse. Anyway, she used her nose to open the door because I hadn't fully closed it, and got up there. I was eating my haul from Dairy Sweet. I had chili dogs and mini tacos and a vanilla shake, and I tried to get up and get it from her, and my wife said she looked like Snoopy jumping in the air with her ears flying, and she grabbed my chili dog, man. Un-American behavior. You're not supposed to be a cannibal, Drew. A dog should not be eating a dog. I leave that for trash. Dogs eating dogs. That's just not cool. What are you up to, Drew? There's nothing here for you. Nothing here for you to destroy. Goddamn. Sucking on chili dog. Sucking on chili dog. Come on, dude. Johnny Quest. I showed you these Johnny Quest. I do believe so. If not, you're seeing them now. Johnny Quest 4 and 6. I'm going too quick again. I gotta slow down. What about these Thor comics? Why are they here? I showed you those. This is turning into a disaster, ladies and gentlemen. What are you doing, Drew the dog? All right. Okay. The dog is driving me mad. Drew the dog. She's taking some pills. She takes one pill 3 times a day, another one twice a day for right now to get rid of some infection she has. But see, her head is way too close to the comics. It's making me nervous. Okay, Drew, let's go this way. Oh, man. We're gradually building back better here, ladies and gentlemen. It's just we're not building back better quick enough. Let me set this down. I'm in the process of decorating. This is So I'm showing you the way to interior decorate, or should it be called inferior decorate? Better homes and gardens. All right. You ever see these Frankenberry cars? This is the guest bedroom. We may wind up sleeping here instead of up in the attic because it's getting a little hot. A little hot up there, man. Okay, what am I doing? Oh, let's look. We're looking for comic books, ladies and gentlemen. Let's see what we've got here. Okay. Whoa. Whoa, dude. Ugh. I don't know what this thing is. Amy Papuda. That looks like that guy that the guy that dresses like a girl that is now a general that Biden appointed. He looks kind of like that. Okay. This is an explicit content Deadpool comic, so I guess there's nudity or something in that. Right, Drew? It's no good. We don't like that. Here's another dirty Deadpool comic. For a while, Marvel was trying to do that. Here is Death talking to you about AIDS. It's a little... I think it was a free comic they gave away at the comic stores to lecture you. Here's Defenders of Dynatron City. It's a cool cover. I don't know if this was a cartoon series on television or what. Here's Doom Patrol #2, but it's the wrong Doom Patrol. It's not the 1960s Doom Patrol. It's the revival of Doom Patrol that would turn into an art school thing. Human Torch. Reprints from the Golden Age. Very nicely done. I've already shown you that, so that means I have more than one copy of that. Here's Infinity Gauntlet #2. Yeah. Here's Infinity Gauntlet #3. Infinity Incorporated 9. Here's #12. Oh shit, man. Don't lick the comics, man. That should be the title of this episode. Don't lick the comics, man. That is a cardinal rule here, and I think I need a walkthrough. I didn't want to accept that reality that I would actually have to move, but, you know, sometimes a man's got to do what a man's got to do, man. Motherfucker. Come along, Drew, the dog. We're, well, Alexandria OcasioCortez, AOC, was coming up the Capitol steps, and this comedian from The Blaze named Alex Stein was shouting at her, "There's my big booty Latina, beautiful, you're so gorgeous, AOC, even though you like to kill babies, I love you, you're so gorgeous." And she was wearing a very tight, kind of like mini skirt almost, and very much displaying her booty. So she comes over to Alex Stein a little bit and says, "Well, let's take a selfie together, and, you know, peace," kind of thing. And but you could tell she was irritated. But she was trying to, then a few minutes later, she did a little Instagram post, a little video, where she stood at the top of the Capitol steps and said, "See that guy back there behind me at the bottom? He was just saying sexually threatening things to me." And it's like, and there was a Capitol police officer standing right there, and he didn't do anything about it, even though I was being horribly verbally harassed. And then she says, we need to look into these Capitol police officers. Why did they just open the doors and let people in on January 11th and 6th, whatever the fuck that was? She's saying, yeah, because they keep saying it's just as bad as September 11th. So she was so pissed that she completely gave up their whole narrative, that they stormed in and admitted that they were let in. And, so this guy was trolling her and didn't realize that he was going to actually make news for another reason. She was going to slip up and mess up their whole narrative. Kind of amusing stuff that happens. Like when Biden went to Israel and was talking about the honor of the Holocaust. It's like, oh, I'm sorry, I meant horror. I misread that. Oops. What the fuck. All right. All right. It feels a little bit like it might be going to rain out here, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, so we're walking the dog once again. Oh yeah, life goes on long after the thrill of walking the dog is gone. The dairy suite I go to, I need to show you what it looks like. It looks just like in that Jack and Diane video, the Tasty Freeze that Jack and Diane are outside of ordering their chili dogs that they will suck upon. Okay. Well. I'm over there. Oh boy. Drew. Come on, Drew. Shit, Drew, we gotta go. Alright, hold on. She's pooping. I gotta get this up. Wait a minute, Drew. Wait.